Hello, welcome to Tone. My name is Hilary. I will be doing a mat class today, focusing on posture. You will leave today feeling a little bit taller and a lot looser. I will be using a resistance band today. So if you have one of these, grab one now and press pause. If you don't, that is totally fine. You can still join in, or you can use a towel as a replacement if you would like. I hope you enjoy the workout. Placing your band down if you have it with you. We don't need it first thing. We are coming to lie on our back. Feet are out in front of us, in line with knees and hips, coming into a glute bridge, just to get that spine moving. Now, if you do know this handy little trick, we're going to take our heel of our hand onto the hips, fingertips to come together towards the pubic bone, and the thumbs come together to make a diamond here. We're going to rock our pelvis towards our nose, bottom of the pubic bone comes up towards the nose, and I'm going to press all of my vertebrae into the mat. As I inhale, I tilt the opposite way, bottom of the pubic bone comes to the toes. So we're just going to rock forward and backwards here a few times, getting some length in the spine and then shortening. So we're exhaling as we imprint our spine into the mat, and then inhale as you create an arch. I want you to create quite a big arch here. It's all about lengthening. On the next one, we're going to take an inhale. We're going to start lifting our body up off the floor like it's a sticker. So I'd like you to think of lifting, imprinting first, lifting the bum, lower back, mid back, upper back, getting some movement into that spine. Find a high point here, draw your ribs down, and then we're going to slowly roll down through the upper back, mid, lower. Lastly, to come down is lumbar. Inhale at the bottom, exhale as you lift. This should feel quite nice. Keep going here for another 5. Two more. And 1. All right. We're going to have our hands down by our side. Feet are grounded on the mat for some ab prep. So warming up through the abs. Take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, we're going to lift our arms and we're going to lift chest and head, looking in between the legs. So chest curl, and then inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Now, as you lift, can you imagine that your ribs are pulling down to your hip bones, and we are shortening through the front of the belly. Adding in another cue, can you wrap your ribs in, wrap your belly in towards the center, and then think about drawing that belly button down. All of that is on the exhale as you lift. Really think of wrapping and pulling it down. And as you lower, allow all of the abdominals and the ribs to relax and expand. Take a big inhale. Think of that wide position. Doing the opposite as we lift, finding the shortening. Imagine you're putting a corset on and you're tightening that corset with your abdominals. We're here for another 10. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you meet me at the top here? Keep that chest lifted, keep the belly button drawing down. Reach those arms further away here. We're going to add in a pulse of the chest. So you're lowering and lifting that chest. here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. This time adding another layer, we're lifting both of our legs into tabletop position. So lifting them up, lining the knees over the hips. Lifting the arms up here, same move. Chest lift, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Wrapping belly. Draw the rib cage down to the hips. Now, if you'd like to add that harder option, we're going to add in a single leg extension. Just one leg at a time. We extend right leg and then extend left leg. We're taking a rest in between. So we're extending the left leg, bring it back in, lower the chest down, and then next time you lift your chest, you extend your right leg. Now, if you'd like a harder option here, we're going to extend both legs long. In 5 seconds, we're going to keep the chest lifted. 3, 2, 1. We're going to bend and extend either single leg or double leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. You're going to be needing that resistance band now. We're placing the the middle of the band just on the midfoot here. We're lying down and we're going to have that left leg bent. Right leg is going to meet up as well. It's also bent here. We're going to take an inhale and we're going to exhale and do a roll up here. So we're going to take an inhale, exhale, rolling up. Can you extend that left leg long? Keep the right leg bent. We're going to roll down slowly here. Now, if this is too challenging for you, place your right leg onto the floor. So you can choose what layer you need here. Every time you come up, I'd like you to extend that left leg long and feel that pressure in the band. At the top, can you straighten your spine and widen at the collarbone here? Exhale to lift. Inhale, you round down from pelvis, lower back, mid, back bend the leg to come back in. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pressing through that foot, find that lift. Again, remember to find that straight spine each time as you come up. We have another 3. 2. 1. Great, we're going to switch sides here. So placing the left leg down, take the band and place it just mid-foot of that right foot. We're starting on the ground here. Right leg is bent. You're pressing that band in. Take an inhale and exhale, sitting up into your roll up and then finding your half teaser. Make sure that your spine is nice and tall at the top and rounding down slowly. You can have that left leg lifted too. It is bent. And your right leg is straight as you come up here. If this is too challenging for you, you can keep your left leg grounded on the mat. Inhale to prepare, exhale as you lift. Slowly coming down, remember to round down through pelvis, mid-back, upper back. Find that straight back at the top, but keep your leg lifted in your half teaser. We have another 4. Two more. Remember at the top, we're widening from the shoulders and collarbones too as we straighten our back. And we've got one more. All right, rolling down now. We're going to be taking both feet into the band. So lift both legs at the same time. Take an inhale, exhale. We can start with the bent leg here. Find that lift. Can we widen at the collarbones, lengthen at the spine, become a little bit taller, and rolling down. Inhale to prepare, exhale, go again. Keep going with this with the bent leg. At the top, I want your focus to be straight back, but keep the legs lifted. Find a pause for 1, 2, and then roll back down. Try and pause a little longer. Perhaps you can be here for 3 or 4 seconds and straighten that back, keeping your legs lifted. Really take time to get that form and lengthen through the spine. All right, in 2 more, we're going to make this a little bit harder. We're going to add the extended leg. Last one. I'm going to take an inhale to prepare, exhale, lift. Straighten the back, and then bend the knees to come back in. Keep going with this. I've got the shakes. Keeping it real on tone. Keep going here for another 4, and then we'll make it a little harder. 3 more. 2. This is our last one. I'd like you to add a little pause at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're taking the band, placing it beside us. We don't need it for this one. We've warmed ourselves up and we're going into our full teaser now. We're going to find ourselves all the way flat on the floor. Can you reach your arms above your head? I'd like you to imagine that you are being pulled in opposite directions here. Your fingertips are being pulled towards one wall and your toes are pulling to the other. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to jackknife the body up into our full teaser. Exhale. So we're lifting up, finding that straight back, finding the length through the back of the legs. Now, if you are struggling with this, you can always draw your knees in. And then lower down. And keep going. Taking this at your own pace. Each time finding that long line at the bottom. We're going for another 4. Take your time at the top to find your pace. This is your last one. We're going to try and hold it up this time for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Reach those arms out long. We're still in that same position that we were in when we started our full teaser. Take an inhale and we're rolling up. Exhale, lifting the arms, rolling all the way up. Try and keep your feet grounded on the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, straightening up the spine, and then we're going to dip forward, bring the nose down towards the knees and reach those arms past the toes. Don't let the hands and arms drop. Add in a little pulse. Forward for 3, 2, 1, and then start rolling up into your straight spine here. Become a little taller. Inhale, and then exhale, melting from pelvis, lower, mid-back, and upper back. Become nice and tall. Find that long line. Keep going here. Reaching past those toes. Remember, don't let the hands drop. Bring the nose as low as you can towards the knees. And add those pulses here. Now, if the pulses feel really good, you can add in a few more than 3. We'll just go for 1 more here. Rolling down here for the last time. Rolling up for the last time. We're adding in our saw now, so you're widening your feet as wide as your mat. Sit up as tall as you can. Roll your pelvis forward on your sit bones. Reach your arms in line with your feet so they're parallel here. Take an inhale. Start by going off to the left-hand side first. So I'm going to rotate towards my left-hand side. And then my right hand, the palm's going to go down towards the floor and then up towards the ceiling. Reach that arm back and then lean forward by rounding your spine. Reach the hands past the toes. Exhale all the way so you'll be able to get that little bit lower. Inhale at the bottom and then exhale to round up, straighten that spine. Take the hand back to normal here. Palms are facing in towards each other. And we're going to our right side. We rotate that palm down and up and reach it behind us and then round down. Reach your left hand past your left ankle. Exhale when you're low to reach a little bit further. Inhale and then exhale as you rotate up. Bring the palms to face in with each other again. We'll go for 1 more each side. This is our last one on our right side. Okay, bending those knees in. We're doing a roll like a ball. So we're going to lift both of our legs up, similarly to what we were doing in the teaser. And I'm going to do the easier option first. I'm going to grab onto my legs. Aim is to keep the knees and the chest the same distance apart. So keep the hands on the knees and you're going to round your back as you roll down like your body is a ball. Take an inhale as you roll back to your scapula. Exhale as you come up. Pause, don't let the feet touch the ground. Inhale as you come back. Keep going with this. Make sure you're using enough momentum as you roll back so that you're reaching your scapula, your shoulder blades. We want to find a pause at the top once we've rolled up. Pause and then roll back once you've found your control. Last two. Last one. All right, we're going to try a harder option of our rolling like a ball. Your hands are out by your side. Legs are lifted. Take an inhale, try not to hold on. Try and keep that distance between the knees and the chest the same. Using enough momentum to reach your scapula each time. We'll go for two more. Inhale as you roll back and exhale as you lift. You can lower your feet down now. Coming into a prone position, so that means lying on your tummy. Your hands are going to be stacked on top of each other. Your forehead is just resting on your hands. We're starting with the lower body here. So your right leg is going to bend at the knee and we're going to point the toe. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to lift your right knee away from the floor, pressing the hip into the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift, pause. Inhale to lower. Now try not to rock from right to left on the hips here. We're just lifting that right leg up. We've got three more. 2, 1. On your next one, you're going to lift up and pause. You're going to point the toe long, flex your foot as you come back in, and then lower back down. Lift, point, flex as you bend, and then lower back down. Keep going with that. We have 3 more. Lift, point, flex the foot, lower the knee back down. 2 more. Last one, we're going to point that toe long. Pause here, find a little pulse. So we're finding that movement from our hip. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a little shake out. Going to our left side now. So we're going to be pointing through the toes of the left leg. We're bending at the knee. Inhale to prepare, exhale to lift. We want our ankle lined over the knee, so don't have the foot too close to the bottom. I'd like you to think of driving this movement with control, not just with momentum. Lifting up for 1, 2, finding a pause, and then lowering down with control. We have another 5. 3, 2, last one, lift up, pause. Point your toe long, keep the hip lifted, flex at the foot and then bend the knee in. Point as you send that leg long, flex as you bring it in. Keep going with this. 5, 4, keep that hip lifted. 2, last one, we're going to reach it long and add that pulse. So we're pulsing from the hip. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your hips a little wriggle. Add in the upper body now. So your hands are just coming to rest but next to your shoulders. You have a bend at the elbow. The nose is just going to rest on the mat. I'd like you to pretend there's a marble on the end of your nose. You're going to roll that marble away, lift the chest and head, lift the arms, keep your feet down, lift the chest away, and then slowly coming back down. We're activating through the deep core as we exhale. Try and get the breastbone away from the mat, find a pause, and then slowly lowering down. Keep going with this. Very important to exhale all the way out as you lift. This helps us get a little bit higher because it helps with that deep core activation. We have another 5. 4. 3. We want to keep that long line through the back of the neck, so make sure you're not looking too far forward. As we lift our chest and our head, your eye gaze should just be coming to the front of your mat. Your next one, you're going to hold it up, pause. Add in our lower half of the body now, so lifting the legs, pressing the pubic bone and hip bone into that mat. Lower everything down now at the same time. Exhale, we lift the legs, lift the upper body. The only thing that should be touching your mat is your ribs and your hips. Lower back down. Keep going with this. I'm starting to feel it now. We're here for 5. 4. 3. Make sure that you don't rush it as you fatigue. Try and find that lift and pause. 2. Last one, you're going to lift up, pause and hold. Extend your arms long. Bend at the elbow to bring them back into the ribs. Extend them long. Bend them to come back in. Bend and extend. Keep going for 8. 7. Can you keep that lift of the chest? 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Keep the legs lifted as well. 1. And bring the arms in and lower the body down. Take a second here for yourself. Can you look off to the left-hand side? Just giving a little stretch through that neck. So just keep the rest of the body relaxing into the mat. Now switching now, we're going to look towards that right-hand side, lengthening through the other side of the neck. We are coming into our side kneeling position. So I'm going to face you guys first. Bring the right leg out to the side. We're bending the left knee. So we're going to extend that right leg long. Left leg is just on the mat here. Having hands onto the ears. Take an inhale here. Lower our left elbow down towards the mat. I'd like you to keep that length through your spine and then exhale to lift back up. Bring your shoulders to parallel with the floor. Inhale to come down and exhale to lift out of it. Now try not to bring your head forward of your body. I'd like you to keep your head over your chest and over your hips. Everything is stacked here. Think of that nice tall position here of the spine. Imagine that as you come up, someone is pulling you by a piece of string up to the ceiling. You need to become taller. Try and keep that tall position like they're pulling you as you come down. And then lifting you back up to the ceiling. Add a harder option. You're going to extend your left arm long. Can you touch the floor here? Pause, take an inhale. As you exhale, you bend your left arm, take it back to your ear, and then lift back up. So inhale to lower. Extend that left arm, touch it to the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale to lift that arm, take it back to the ear, and then lift all the way up. Straightening at the spine. Keep going with this. We have another 4. Now, if you need to, you can place your full hand on the mat instead of just the fingertips. That way you can get a little bit more momentum to push off the floor if you're starting to fatigue. This is our last 2. A last one. Lower, keep that left hand on the left ear. We're going to rotate our eye gaze down towards the mat. We're going to lift that eye gaze back up forward, and then we're going to come tall. So we keep that elbow down as we rotate eye gaze to floor. Come out of rotation, keep yourself low, and then exhale to lift up. Coming up nice and tall each time. Exhale as you rotate. You'll be able to get that little bit further. Inhale as eye gaze comes forward, and then exhale to lift nice and tall. Inhale to lower the elbow. Exhale to find that rotation. Inhale to come out of rotation, and then exhale to lift. We've got 2 more. This is your last one on this side. Stay down. Your eye gaze is looking towards the mat. Can you lower your chest? Can you lift it up? We're going to stay here for 8, 7, 6. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. 4, 3. Can you keep tall? 2, 1, and Elbow comes out of rotation, stay down, and then lift. Well done. I'm certainly feeling it all through that right hand side. Switch straight to the other side. So you're on your right knee, your left leg is extending out long beside you. Taking your hands just to touch your ears. So we're going to take an inhale as we come down, and then exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. We have another 2 like this, and then we're adding in that extended arm. This time as you come down, straighten our right arm, take our fingertips to touch the mat. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, you bring your hand into your ear, and then you exhale, lift. Keep going with that. Now if you need that easier option, you can place that full hand on the mat and give yourself a little mini rest. And that way you can use a little bit more momentum pressing off the mat if you need it. If you are feeling okay, try and use less momentum. Try and use your exhale as you lift, engaging through the deep core. Internal, external obliques will activate with that deep breath. We have another 3 before we add in that rotation. This is your last one. We're now adding in that rotation. Keep our arms at our ears, lower down. Find that rotation, eye gaze looks to the mat. Come out of rotation, stay low, and then exhale to lift up, shoulders level off with the floor. Inhale to come down. Exhale to rotate, eye gaze to mat. Find that maximum rotation from the ribs. Then come out of rotation, stay low, and then lift up. So really think about separating these movements, adding in a little pause in each movement. Starting to get the shakes. We have another 5. Remember, you're nice and tall. We might start to hunch over as we get tired with those shoulders. So think of becoming nice and tall as you come up, and even keeping that length as you come down. 2 more. On your next one, you're going to come down and pause. You're rotating your eye gaze to the mat, lowering down from the hips and then lifting up. Lower and lift. So keeping your eyes at the mat, finding a lift and lower of that torso. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting all the way up. Well done. That was tough. We're just going to be sitting in a mermaid position now. So we're going to have our left knee down first. Right leg is behind. We're using our band, so the resistance band. Take ourselves over to the left-hand side first. Take the band and place your hand on that band and just feel that lovely stretch through the right-hand side of the body first. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to press into that resistance band. We're going to take it in front of our face and over to that right-hand side. And then reach the band over that left-hand side. Create slack in that band. And reach over to the left-hand side with the body. Inhale, and then exhale, reach the right hand over to the right hand side of the body here. We'll go just for another 2. This is your last one. Take a moment reaching each side. And exhale, last time we reach that band over. Just letting go of that band for a moment. I'm now going to take right hand just towards that right shin, place it on the mat. Now we want to come quite low here. If your movement is limited to just the hand on the floor, we're just going to be reaching that left arm up and over. Now imagine someone's pulling your fingertips past your body and towards that opposite wall. So really reach and get deeper into that stretch. Now if you want to get a little bit lower, you can bring your right forearm onto the mat next to that right shin. Now taking it a little bit deeper, rotate eye gaze down and elbow down to the mat. Lift it up and then rotate down for just another 2. Last one. Lifting the elbow up and then coming all the way up. All right, we're going to do it on the other side now. So moving the resistance band over to the right hand side and switching your legs over. So your right leg should be in the front now. We're using that resistance band on the mat underneath our right hand. Take an inhale, we're going to reach over, find that little side bend through the left hand side of the body. Take an inhale, and then we exhale, we reach the band up and over. And then stretching back, creating slack in that band. Really opening up through the chest as you reach up and over with that band, creating the resistance. And then really relaxing into that side body here. Last 3. Last 2. This is your last one here, putting some pressure into that band. And then just placing that band on the floor. Left hand is coming beside left shin, right arm is reaching up and over. Imagine those fingertips are being pulled in the opposite direction here. Reach past the left shin, and you're just going to get a little deeper into that stretch. Now you can always take that option of the left forearm to the mat. And now we're rotating the elbow and the eye gaze down, closing through the front of the body here, and then lifting back up again. So we want to exhale as we close to be able to get a little deeper into that stretch. And then inhale as you open the eye gaze and the elbow up to the ceiling. Last one here. And then lift. We are all done for today. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.